Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the best point guards in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM here on this tier list. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 11,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. We got 24 of the best PGs in the game right here. If there's any PGs on this list that aren't on this list that you'd like to hear my opinions on, feel free to leave a comment and let me know that, and I will let y'all know what I think of those cards. But without further ado, let's hop right into it. Starting off with De'Aaron Fox. Evo Fox, I mean, the thing about a lot of these PGs that are going to be in the lower tiers, to be completely honest, it's not that they're bad cards, it's literally just that they're short. And I know that's a stupid thing to say, but it's true. Like, it matters a lot. Fox with his Evo, he's 6'3", 30 hops, really good all-around Hall of Fame badges, great stats, he's super fast, obviously an elite slasher and elite shooter, really nice release, super good SIGs, Trey escape added, quick drops off one. He's a beast. He's just small. Now, I will say, is he a bottom 5 PG on this list? I'm not totally sure. So for now, we're going to throw him up in the C tier, but I just don't think he can go any higher than that because he's 6'3", and unfortunately, that matters a ton. Şengün's going to be like A or B. I'm not even entirely sure where yet. I think probably A would be my guess. I think he's a top 10 point guard in the game. He's really big, which is his best attribute, to be completely honest, at 6'10 with a 7'2 wingspan. Hotspots from nearly everywhere. He's got good speed. He's a very good all-around defender, good defensive batter, especially on the interior. He's athletic. He's a good shooter. Release is not great, but he does have quick drops, good SIGs as well, especially for a really big point guard. He's a very good card. By the way, I'm also realizing I seem to forget somebody every time I do these tier lists. Somebody who definitely should be on the list. Ben Simmons is not on this tier list. I'm an idiot. So remember that. I'm going to get comments about it, I know, but Ben Simmons is an A or S tier point guard still. Probably on that borderline between S and A. So I'll just throw that out there so y'all can keep that in mind when y'all are watching this tier list. And I'll mention it at the end of the video as well for the people who didn't watch through the video, but I did forget about him, so that's my bad. But 6'8 with a 7'1 wingspan for Cade Cunningham. I think he is an S tier point guard. I know his release is not exceptional, but he's got good size. He's a very good shooter and playmaker. Super solid defender and slasher. Has quick drops, has elite level SIGs, and his release is not bad either. Very good card. I think he's a beast. Derrick Rose, I don't love. I'll be honest. I think he's good. I don't think he's incredible. I don't think his release is incredible. It's not bad. It's just not amazing. He has Kobe escape, which I don't love at this point in the year. Doesn't have quick drops or front clutches. At least quick drops off one or front clutches. And I mean, his badges are really good. His stats are really good. I just don't think he's as good as De'Aaron Fox, to be completely honest. And we got to have 5 PGs down in this D tier. Is Derrick Rose going to be one of those 5? It's going to be close, but he might be. We'll see. Devin Booker is going to be our second S tier PG of the game, or of this list. I think he's really good. I think he's an elite athlete. He's got really good SIGs. He's got a super nice release. He's a great shot creator, one of the best shot creators at the PG position. I think he's an awesome card. Big fan of D-Book in the S tier, and I definitely think he's like a top 4 point guard in the game, probably, I would say. I think he's probably my 4th favorite point guard in the game right now. Draymond's going to be like B. His release just isn't that good, but he's a good defender. He's 6'7", so he's got good size. He moves okay, doesn't move great. He's meh. I mean, he's B. He might even be C. I don't love the card, but I don't think he's terrible. D-Wade's release is kind of slow. That's why he's C, in all honesty. He's only 6'4" as well, so he doesn't have elite level size, but he does have good defensive animations for a smaller player. Pretty good card. A little bit undersized. Don't love the release. I mean, he's borderline D tier, to be completely honest. Isaiah Thomas doesn't have the greatest SIGs in the world. His release is okay, but not great. He's very undersized. Not a very good card in the D tier. Jimmer Fredette, one of the best 300s in the game, but super undersized as well. Not a good player build. Not a big fan of this card, despite the fact that he is a elite level 300. Very fun card to use. Not that good, though. So D tier as well. S tier for Jimmy Buckets. I think Jimmy's the 3rd best point guard in the game, in my personal opinion. Really big fan of what he can give you on the court. I think he's really athletic. I think he's got a smooth enough release. It's not pretty. It's still an ugly release, but it's pretty quick, which is nice. It's tough to contest. He's got really good SIGs. He's an elite level defender, has a very good player build. I think he's an awesome level card. Jordan Poole's going to go C as well because his release is not that good. I think he's honestly a pretty decent card outside of the release, I will say, but I'm not a big fan of Jordan Poole's release this year, to be completely honest. I know he's got good stats. He's got 25 hoffs, which is a ton for an Opal, or 17 hoffs, I should say. The Hero version has 25 hoffs. They're not that big of a difference, though. This one just has more Hall of Fame badges and slightly better stats. But defensive badges are better than you would expect on a Jordan Poole card. And he's got decent size. I mean, he's 6'4", which isn't great, but like it's not horrible. Doesn't have the best. He has Curry escape, which is good, but like I just don't like the release that much. I think he's pretty mediocre. I think he's top of C, but I do think he's probably C. Josh Giddey's going B simply because he's 6'8". Outside of that, I'm really not that high on the card. I'll be honest. Like I don't think he's that good, but 6'8", well, he's going to put you in B tier. LaMelo Ball has an elite level release, does not have amazing SIGs, but he has good size and an amazing release, which is really nice. Really good all-around badges as well. Very complete card. I think A for him. Going to go Lonzo in C tier as well. Or B tier, I should say. I think he's probably the best card in B tier. Still don't love his release on very quick, but it's not horrible. He's got really good defense. He moves well. He's a very, very good card. I'm actually putting Luke Walton in A tier. People are going to tell me that's too high. I don't care. I love the card. I think his release is really good. I like the fact that he's got good size at 6'8". I think he's got great dunk animations. He moves well. He's just very complete card at the point guard position. Doesn't really have any significant flaws, which I think is pretty important. MJ's going to go B or C. MJ's release is pretty atrocious. This MJ specifically. The other MJ has a very different release, which is why he's also on the list. But I mean, honestly, C. I think this MJ card just is not good. His release is booty cheeks. I cannot stand it. Everything else about the card is really good, though. So he's got to be B. He's not C, but he's not a good card at the PG position at this point in the game, to be honest. And now, Hero MJ, on the other hand, has KPJ base, which is the best jump shot in the game, in my opinion. He has an incredible release, which makes him way, way better. He is the best point guard in the game, and I don't think it's honestly all that close right now. Definitely an S tier PG. Oscar Robertson's going to go C tier. Not a big fan. I mean, he's good. He's just not amazing. He doesn't move incredibly well. His release is not incredibly elite. He's kind of undersized. He's only 6'5". Good card. Not insane. Penny Hardaway's an A tier PG. Not quite S tier for me, but I think he's like a top 6 or 7 point guard, 8 somewhere in there. Good guard for sure, no doubt about it. He moves pretty well. Another guy with kind of a baited release. I think Cade's probably a slightly better version of Penny, to be completely honest, in my opinion. So good, not insane. I'm gonna go Pete high. I don't think these tiers are gonna be perfect, but in terms of like the way that I have these cards ranked. But damn, I'm gonna have to move some people down, probably, aren't I? Okay, so we're gonna move Wade down to D because I think he's pretty bad. I'm gonna move MJ and Giddy down to C. I'm going to move Pete and Luke Walton down to B because I think Sengun's size is more valuable. Actually, I'm going to leave Walton in A. We're going to do that because I think this is the fairest way that I got to do this list, to be completely honest, because I got to even it out just a little bit with these cards. I think Rudy Fernandez goes A tier. He's basically Devin Booker, but a budget version is pretty much the fairest way to describe him. I think not a top 5 PG, but really good. Scotty Barnes is on the exact same level as... No, honestly, I lied. I like Luke Walton more than Scotty Barnes. People are going to disagree with me about that one. I'm putting Scotty Barnes B tier. I think it's fair. I don't think he's that good. His release is not that good. He does move well, but not... I'm never impressed with this card when I play against him. I didn't love him when I used him. I just don't think he's that special, honestly. Sean Livingston's going to go S tier for me. He's second best point guard in the game, in my opinion, after MJ. Absolutely incredible free card. Love to see free reward cards like this Sean Livingston that are absolutely amazing. I think that's a huge W, and he was an awesome unlimited reward for the season. Highly recommend grinding for him if you haven't already. And then we got Tyler Hero, who's going to go high B. He's only 6'5", but he does have really good all-around badges. Honestly, I lied. I'm putting MJ in B, and I'm putting Tyler Hero in C. I know Tyler's got the better release, but MJ's better at everything else. I got to put MJ B. I know I don't like the release, but he's too good of a card to not at least be somewhat high up because of how good of a defender he is, how good of a slasher he is, how good his SIGs are, all that stuff. I know the release isn't great, but he's still really, really good. Got to put him in B tier and put Hero down in C. So this is going to do it for my tier list of the best point guards in the game right now. Let me know what y'all think of my list down in the comment section down below, who I maybe ranked too high or too low, or left off the list that you think does deserve a spot. But yeah, if y'all did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.